Hey, it's time. Right now, you already a winner. Just be coachable. No more getting tackled for the short game. In this video, you'll learn how to break the long one. Let's get to it. So I like to teach going against the grain. What I mean is going against the grain is going opposite of what your opponent is doing or wants you to do. So let's say running the ball. Typically, besides the dive runs, straight ahead runs, everything flows side to side. So every run is flowing side to side. So as you break that first level, the second level is flowing the same way that the backfield is flowing. So as you come to the first level, everybody's flowing the way that you're going. So let me pause. As a defender, it's a lot easier to make the tackle chasing away than it is making a tackle of the runner coming straight towards you. So what I mean is it's a lot easier to just chase a runner down and make the tackle from behind rather than a runner coming straight at you and he got the ability to make a move. So let's go back to the run. As we flowing through the first level and you get to the first level, a lot of young running backs, what they do is they get this first level and they continue on the way that they're flowing. So all linebacker second level guy got to do is just chase you out, have a good angle, and they could just run you down and make the tackle. So I like to teach, like I say, going against the grain. As you break this first level, everybody's flowing. You got to learn how to cut back into the grain and be able to avoid the linebackers flowing that way. It's basic science. If I'm coming here through this first level and I break, whatever backside linebacker's coming, is easier for him to make that tackle. Rather, I'm coming here and that first level, as he's flowing, I stick my foot into the ground. I'm quicker than he is to be able to break backside. Now, what you got to do to be able to do that is run drills. So with this drill, I teach you how to hit the hole with your hips squared. What I mean with your hips squared is you don't want to hit the hole with your hips facing the way that you're flowing, because like I said, it's going to be harder for you to cut across the grain. You're going to be able to continue on the path that you're going if your hips is facing that way. So if your hips is squared, now you got the ability to either break out or break in. So it's easier for like zone runs when you are flowing with the line and you're able to just pick a hole that you want to get to. But if you got a gap run, a gap concept, meaning down block, pull, kick out, you got to learn how to hit the hole with your hips squared so you could come up and make a cut either way. So with this drill, we got set up, obviously we got gaps, A gap, B gap, C gap, opposite side A gap, B gap, C gap. If you're a coach, you want to tell a player what gap to hit, or you by yourself, you just figure out what gap you want to hit, make a second level of cones, learn how to hit the hole and cut back on the cones. So what you want to do is you here, flowing, hit the hole, cut back. And it's that simple. If you can get a good cutback and you continue on your path across the field, it's a lot easier to make that your path onto the end zone rather than cutting out and having the same guys from the backside just chasing you and flowing you outside and making that tackle from the backside. Sometimes you might be able to hit that cutback on a linebacker and just continue up the middle of the field, but you're going to decide after you hit that second level, you make your break, and then you got to see where the third level is. If you got to continue on the path going back, or you might break and then continue back that side, you know, depending on what you got to do. So you got to do different things. Everything's not black and white. You're not going to do something that's always going to work. You got to adjust. Sometimes you might have to continue on the way that you're flowing. I get it. But if you can stick that foot into the ground and cut back, those home run hitters is going to be there. All right, I scored a lot of touchdowns that way. It worked well for me. But the key thing that my coach always told me was get my hips squared at the line of scrimmage. So that's the key focus to focus on, is getting your hips squared when you hit the hole at the line of scrimmage, so you have the ability to break either way that you want to break. Look, I hope this helped you. Remember, be better than they say. Until next time, let's get it.